What's up, everyone? I grew up in the era of Jesus Christ Superstar, the musical, and it was sort of implied that Mary Magdalene was a little bit sexually aggressive, if not a former prostitute. And that's something that continues. It's one of those urban legends that continues century after century after century. I was at a local megachurch a few years ago, right here in Orange County, and the pastor said, Mary Magdalene was a repentant prostitute. And I went up to him afterwards and said, have you done your research? Because it's simply not true. Who was Mary Magdalene? Mary Magdalene is mentioned more than most anyone else in the New Testament, certainly more than most of the 12 disciples by name. In Luke 8, verses 2 through 3, she's listed as being somewhat wealthy and able to support Jesus' ministry. And anytime you have somebody of a certain place, like Otto von Bismarck, Mary of Magdala, it portrays or it conveys a sense of nobility or higher class, which is probably true. The Bible does say that she had some demons driven out, but there's lots of demons that don't have to do with prostitution or being a little bit on the too physically friendly side. Most of it goes back to Gregory. Pope Gregory, in the year 591, did some really bad New Testament work and came out with a big sermon conflating Mary of Magdalene with Mary of Bethany from Luke 10, verse 39, and the sinful woman from Luke 7, 36 through 50. Now, it's not the same person. It's just not the same person, but he put them all together. And ever since then, people have thought, well, Mary Magdalene is the sinful woman, the woman who's been forgiven all of these things. In fact, the Roman Catholic Church back in 1969, under Pope Paul, issued a public correction. We're sorry about this. We got this wrong. But people persisted. They continued to persist. Mary Magdalene is best called the apostle to the apostles. Why? She was the one who was sent to tell the apostles the good news of the resurrection, and she's the primary figure in the resurrection story. So if anyone tells you or implies Mary Magdalene is a prostitute, and I saw this again on TV recently in a newish series that came out that was supposed to be so biblical, and I thought, oh gosh, it's doing it again. Mary Magdalene deserves to be held up in respect as a role model and everything else, and as a supporter of the church, as a high-class person, and doesn't deserve to be dragged into that kind of thing. So, that's not in the Bible. There's so many things that aren't in the Bible. I have a whole series called Not in the Bible, and at hashtag Not in the Bible, you can search for all of them. You'd be surprised how many things we think are in the Bible, but aren't. But this is good news. We're basically helping to salvage Mary Magdalene's reputation, and she deserves to have it salvaged, and she deserves to be a role model for women everywhere. That's the good news for today. I hope that you will subscribe to this channel, and I hope also you'll start a conversation. If you disagree with me, show your stuff in the comments below. And I hope to talk to you really, really soon, and I'll talk to you, in fact, tomorrow.